Thousands of severely damaged vintage double-decker buses, once icons of city streets, recycled at a massive decommissioning field. Welcome to Factory Founder, where industrial processes become cinematic and every ending is a new beginning.
In today's video, we witness one of the most ambitious industrial recycling operations ever documented. Thousands of severely damaged vintage double-decker buses arrive at an open-air decommissioning field, a graveyard of fallen giants. Over the next 10 minutes, we will follow every stage of their transformation, from scattered wreckage to sorted materials, from shredded fragments to molten metal, and finally to brand new steel billets, aluminum ingots, copper cakes, and recycled plastics. This is the hidden world of industrial recycling where nothing is wasted and everything returns to serve again.
Confirmed for manual strip. Salvage the engine and transmission. We're on it. All right, lads, start the manual strip. Engine and transmission are good. Understood, boss?
Workers in chemical-resistant suits drain fuel tanks, engine oil, coolant, and brake fluid from each bus. The iconic gear shift mechanism is extracted from the driver's compartment, a solid steel lever coated in decades of grease.
Got the bottom loose. Okay, I've got the weight from the top. Let's move it to the cart.
The entire dashboard is stripped. Instrument clusters with their classic white-faced gauges, switches, and wiring harnesses. Copper wires are carefully pulled from behind the dashboard. Workers remove rows of green vinyl passenger seats, each one unbolted and carried to sorting carts.
Ready? Lift it over the edge. I see it. Bring it down. Easy now. All right, hold it steady now. Back a little to your left. Easy, easy. Right there, hold it. Steady, steady. Okay, stop. Lower it down nice and easy.
Nothing is thrown away. Every component is sorted for its material value. Outdoors, heavy dismantling begins in earnest. Excavators fitted with hydraulic shears and concrete pulverizers attack the bus skeletons. One machine bites into a side panel, peeling aluminum away from steel ribs. Another severs a roof section, lifting it clear with chains. A crane uses an electromagnet to lift cast iron engine blocks from piles of mixed scrap.
All right, bring it up. Hold it steady. Easy, easy. Bring it down now.
A hydraulic shear cuts through a chassis frame. Metal groans, then snaps, sending orange sparks showering across the concrete. The buses are being reduced to their fundamental components: steel, aluminum, copper, brass, rubber, glass, plastic, and foam. The stripped bus skeletons, now just steel frames with no seats, no windows, no engines, no axles, are pushed toward the primary shredder. A wheel loader shoves a chassis into the shredder's intake hopper. Within 1 second, the entire front meter of the bus is torn into fist-sized fragments.
Watch the buildup near the press.
The shredded material moves through secondary shredders, reducing fragments from 200 millimeters down to 50. Then comes separation. An overhead electromagnet lifts ferrous steel from the mixed stream. Rubber tires and seals are shredded into 5mm crumb, bound for sports field infill or asphalt modification. Plastic dashboard trim is sorted by polymer type using near-infrared spectroscopy. ABS, polypropylene, and PVC each blown into separate bins, then shredded and washed into clean flakes. Window glass is crushed into sparkling colored for construction aggregate. Seat foam passes through a densifier, emerging as dense blocks for carpet underlay. Nothing is left behind. Every material finds a new purpose. Through an observation port, we watch as steel chassis fragments glow orange, then yellow, then white, melting into a liquid pool. Slag, impurities from the original metal, is skimmed off and sent to become road base. Alloying elements are added. The molten steel is then tapped into a ladle, pouring in a brilliant white-hot stream that leaves after images on the eye. The molten steel moves to continuous casting. It flows from the ladle into a tundish, then down into a water-cooled copper mold. The outer layer solidifies instantly, and a glowing red strand emerges below, supported by rollers and cooled by water sprays. The strand is cut into 10-meter billets by oxyacetylene torches, sparks flying. These billets, still glowing dull orange, are stacked in a cooling yard. The steel that once formed the chassis of 1,000 double-decker buses is now reborn as new billets, ready to become bridge beams, building rebar, or the chassis of tomorrow's vehicles. The non-ferrous metals are similarly reborn. Aluminum scrap is melted in a rotary furnace at 700 degrees Celsius, then cast into 20-kilogram ingots, silver gray, uniform, stamped recycled aluminum. Copper from wiring harnesses is melted in an induction furnace at over 1,000 degrees Celsius, then cast into 100-kilogram cakes of 99.9% pure copper, ready for wire mills and electronics manufacturers.